Okay, so I have started my reset for 2024. What that is that's physical, mental, emotional activity. All of that is going to start with what I'm eating. I'm paying attention to what I'm eating, my diet, and exercising on a daily basis, weekly, on a specified schedule. One thing I have noticed about exercising and being fit and staying, mentally, you know, stable and pushed, driven for this, as you get older, you know, it gets a little more difficult because there are certain demands on life, especially when you have children. And as you get older, there are certain things that take place, certain demands in life that kind of like will sway you, or they can get in the way or take up space on your daily schedule. So you really don't have time to go and work out, to post videos, to, do the things that you used to do when you had more free time, when you were a little more young, when you had that time, when you first started. It's exciting. It's very exciting when you first start. And I loved it. I loved it. I when I first started, I pulled my inspiration from others, and I just thought it was amazing because of their drive, their passion for fitness, and the way that they looked, the way they handled it, the way they scheduled their workouts, the way they ate and things like that. It was like amazing to me years ago, about 5 years ago when I first saw it. I didn't start until 2020, until the pandemic. That's when I really started getting myself in order, getting my body, together. It started with a walk. And after that walk, soon I began to learn how to run. Everything was shut down during the pandemic. Gyms were closed, everything was closed, so we didn't have that. But when the gym opened up, that's when another door opened for me, and my passion grew even more for fitness because I started getting into things and learning new things. I started learning new qualities and ways. I got a little more educated in fitness. But I'm getting older, and I just moved. For everybody that's been watching me, following along, thank you. You know, I got my little bitty subscribers, but I'm thankful for that, and for those who have been watching me and on my journey with my relocating. Thank you. My story, it's been it's been good. Having your own. I have my own, and I'm very thankful for that. But with that, where much is giving, much is required. So I have a lot more responsibilities now that I own something. It's my responsibility to take care of it. So everything falls on me. And that's okay. That's a good thing. I love that. But like my fitness, I'm not going to let my fitness, my passion take a back seat. That's what someone does when they love something. It never takes a back seat to their lives. They always find a space for it. So I will always find a space for my health, my consciousness, my fitness, my emotional well-being, everything, because that is what keeps me going. That's what's going to keep my life leveled. That's what's going to keep my life balanced. My mind and my health, all of that. So I'm on my way to the gym. I'm going to try and get a couple moves or exercises that I'm doing. I'm really mainly working on leaning my body out because I've gained body fat over the last few months, um, several weeks, I'll say. Just moving, settling in, getting readjusted to my new life. Worry, fear, um, having to separate from things that I know, things that I normally want to do, certain activities in life that make me feel good. I've had to kind of like separate from those things. And when you do something, or you get involved in something where it 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 kind of like it fulfills you, it makes you happy, it gives you joy. It's kind of like hard to shake. Some things are hard to shake and move past. you know so fitness for me has always been my go-to when I want to clear my mind, when I want to re-level myself, get myself back on track. Because once I get started, it's just something in me that it's like a fire that is lit, that lights up inside of me when I work out. It's like I lose myself, and I have to. When you love something, you'll lose yourself in it to where you have to kind of even balance that out, because that can become a stronghold. Something that you love so much can become a stronghold if you don't balance it out, if you don't manage it to where you're saying, okay, I'm going to do this, that, and this today. You know, for those, for passionate fitness trainers and enthusiastics, you guys know what I'm saying. For people, for athletics and athletes, athletic individuals, you know what I'm talking about. We can lose ourselves because it's a place of freedom for us. My main substance in health and fitness is running. Nothing does it better for me than running. Nothing. I like to do interval running. That's where you run um, maybe for 3 minutes at a certain pace, and then the next 3 minutes you go at a higher pace. Next 3 minutes, higher pace. Next 3 minutes, higher pace. Miles per hour. For 3 minutes when I first start off, I might start off at 3.5 miles per hour. The next is 6.5. The next is 7. The next is 7.5. The next is 8 miles per hour. That can really build your endurance and your respiratory system. And once you build yourself, your body up to a certain point to where you don't have to stop for wind, then when you get to the point to where your body doesn't tell you that you have to stop, there's still a system in your body where if you go overboard and do too much, you will crash. You'll overdo it, and it's kind of like, it's almost like an overdose. It's a good thing, but it can be a bad thing if we don't manage it. And so I'm using my knowledge, my skills in that area to keep my life balanced. So I'm on my way to the gym. Like I said, I'm going to try and get what I can to share what I'm doing in the gym to get my body back in order. But if I can't get it, I won't. If I can, I will. That's another thing that can sidetrack an individual. Trying to get everything, trying to get footage of something that you're doing for you. Of course, we want to share these things. Like me, I share them to keep myself motivated most of the time. I know that there's people that I love that watch me, and I really love that. You know, I love the fact that there are individuals that love me that in that way. But one thing I have to remind myself is not to get so caught up in that. You know, yeah, and just do this for me because it's a lifestyle. Um, and at the end of the day, there are great benefits in keeping yourself in shape, keeping your mind together, and keeping your health well. And so I'm getting ready to go to the gym, get me a session in. This is day 3 of my 2024 reset. Thank you so very much. My name is Brandy Terry. This is my channel, Mystic B. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. Let's get into it.